Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Launching Long Shots, your favorite segment of the week from the RotoBaller PGA team. My name is Joe Idone. At Tour Picks is the place. You can find me on X or on Twitter or whatever you want to call it, whatever suits your needs for all your golf betting content throughout the week. We're here to talk some bombs for the WWT Championship, Worldwide Technology, El Cardinal at Diamante in Los Cabos, Mexico. This is the second edition of the tournament held at this venue. Last year's champion, Eric Van Rooyen, is back in the field. And listen, guys, we're going to get a little squeamish with these three long shot picks this week. Anytime you open up the odds board and see a player you probably didn't know of 6 months ago in Max Gracerman atop the odds board, you know you're going to have to dig deep into the odds board, and I've done just that for you this week. I've got three picks that I think present some value at 70-1 or greater in the outright market. The first one is a guy I frankly never bet. Dude's been going low, gang. Minus 20 recently was his score at the ProCore Championship, which was good enough to secure a PGA Tour victory out of nowhere. Minus 18 at the Sanderson Farms, minus 10 at the BDC. Dude's making some birdies and big time uptick recently in his iron play, which I think has been the difference. The first pick on the board this week, none other than the man Patton Kizzire. General Patton makes an appearance on Launching Long Shots this week. 18 under par. You know, this event last year, virtually in zero form when he came into this event. Now, look, you're going to see some mixed cuts in there. That's part of what you get with the Patton Kizzire experience. But you see a 1, you see an 11th, you see an 8th within his last 7 starts. That's pretty solid. Now, let's look back at where he was incoming into this event last year, where he was able to top 15. Missed cuts galore. The best finish was a T46 coming in, and was able to actually top 15 that event. Gives me a little bit of hope. He's a guy who's won in Mexico. He's won at Mayakoba before. He's familiar with Pass Palom and the playing conditions that are going to be on display this week. And obviously, as a Sea Island guy, has an affinity for coastal golf. Patton Kizzire, 70-1 is the first guy on the board for me. Next up, slightly higher, 75-1. Again, a guy I would normally not even consider betting, but he's got my attention. Gained 5 strokes on approach at the Wyndham a few months back, which was his best performance in nearly 7 months with his irons. Then just did it again with his irons at the Shriners a few weeks ago. Just finished T16 at the Zozo. He's had 3 of the better weeks with his irons that he's had the entire season. Why not Nate Lashley? Interesting. I've had on my show Preferred Lines this week, Monday Q Info, the last Monday qualifier to actually win a PGA Tour event, none other than Mr. Nate Lashley. But you look where this guy has historically played his best golf, and it's courses with forgiving fairways off the greens. He's done a lot of damage on Pass Palom, coastal, these type of courses regionally. When you look, T3 in Puerto Rico last year. He's got 2 other top 8 finishes in Puerto Rico as well. Has played well at Punta Cana. He's played well at places like Pebble Beach. Like I mentioned, top 10 at this event last year. A T11 at the Mexico Open as well at Vidanta, which I think presents the best comp course for this week. And Nate Lashley, 75-1, I think does give you a little bit of value when you see the uptick and a guy who's not normally a good iron player flash 2 signs. And that's what you're looking for. We want to capture the highs and be able to ride a hot form into this week, much like we saw with someone like Eric Van Rooyen. You're probably going to have to get to 25 under par unless the weather dictates something differently. Nate Lashley's the number 2 guy. And then if you want a total flyer this week at 150-1, I think you could do worse than Joel Damon. Now, look, he's third in my model from approach play from 150 to 200 yards. We know he's a guy that's won Punta Cana before. He has a T3 in Mexico in 2022. He just gained 6.6 on approach at the Zozo and another 6 at the Black Desert. Tells me he's striking it well. Tells me a little bit of the confidence is there. It tells me that I think it's a guy that can be relied upon, given the strength of the rest of the field, to compete when the chips are on the table, potentially Sunday afternoon. Obviously, the withdrawal at the Shiners when he had too many clubs in the bag was Joel Damon-esque in Vegas. We're going to take him 150-1 this week. And here's one who doesn't even have odds yet. Bonus pick for this week. Just Monday queued into this event. Speaking of my guest this week, here's his latest tweet. Ryan Garrard, PGA Tour member again in 2025, Monday Q today in Mexico. An electric card there from Ryan Garrard, which has kind of become, his thing. You'll remember him for Monday queuing into the Honda Classic before, ultimately finishing fourth in that event. But look at some of the damage Garrard's been doing on the Korn Ferry Tour. A couple of recent top 10s, gained 8.5 total, gained 11 total, gained 3.2. Guy who's playing really well and not afraid to go out there and shoot for low scores. My name is Joe Idone. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you Launching Long Shots once again on behalf of the RotoBaller team. Good luck this week. Leave me your long shot in the description or in the comments. Great to see you guys once again. The PGA Tour is wrapping up their fall swing. We will talk soon, gang. I'm out of here. Peace.